Okay, we are ready to get started. We've got senior linebacker Will Honas here. If someone wants to jump in the chat, if they're ready for a question, go ahead, or I can just... All right, Evan Bland, Omaha World Herald. Thanks for being ready, Evan. Go ahead for a question.
Well, good morning. I was just curious, you guys obviously had a long off season to kind of work through schemes and assignments and things in that front seven. I guess I'm curious, how well did you see that translate to the first game? And then how will Wisconsin maybe test that in a different way next week?
Oh, yeah, I think it translated pretty well. Our run fits were pretty on point throughout the game. Just all off season, we've been meeting through Zoom and just trying to get as much work as we could with the circumstances. And I think that really showed on Saturday in the run fits. And then Wisconsin's going to be similar. They're really going to challenge us. Against Wisconsin, you have to be really detailed with your fits. They have a lot of shifts and motions that'll try to get you out of your gaps. So the key for us is going to be really detailed in film and practice this week, making sure we're in the right fits.
Is there a big challenge? Is it mental, Wisconsin's offense, defending that, or is it more of a physical thing?
I'd say it's a pretty good combination of both. They do a good job. They're a physical team, obviously. They're always good on the offensive line, good backs, and then they also do a good job with a lot of window dressing, pre-snap, trying to change your gaps and get you out of your spot.
Next one for Will, Brian Christopherson, 24/7 Sports.
Hey, Will, individually, how much different do you think you are as a player, maybe even compared to a year ago at this time? And when did you also trust yourself coming back from that injury? Did that take some time last fall to kind of get your feet under you again?
Oh, yeah, I feel really good right now. I think coming off an ACL surgery, you have that problem of patella tendonitis, just where they take the graft to make the reconstructed ACL. So I think last year, just struggling a little bit, recovering because my knee would be sore. So this year, I feel really good, and I think it'll show on the field.
Thank you.
Chris Bazinet, Lincoln Journal-Star. Baz, welcome to the football Zooms.
Yeah, parachuting in today. Hey, Will. Just wanted to ask, how did you guys kind of create energy up in Columbus with the empty stadium and everything? How'd you guys kind of get yourselves ready to go and keep that energy throughout the game?
I think everybody was just really excited to be back on the football field. It's been a long time, and we've been antsy since we got canceled and since it got put back on. So I think there was no problem with the energy. It's obviously a little bit different without having fans, and you kind of have to bring your own energy. But we've been practicing in the stadium with no one in there, trying to get used to it with like the simulated sound. So I think we were prepared and brought some energy ourselves.
Husker Online, Sean Callahan.
Hey, Will, I'm just curious, after you guys had a chance to watch the tape, where do you think you guys took the biggest steps as a unit when you kind of looked at maybe where you were a year ago as a team on defense to where you're at right now?
I'd say we were probably more physical throughout the game, especially against the run. I mean, most of their run game was either like quarterback scrambling or just a few leaky plays here and there. So I think we were physical enough. It's just about being more detailed and being smarter. Getting off the field on 3rd and 4th down was probably our biggest issue on Saturday.
Mitch Sherman, The Athletic. Go ahead, Mitch.
Hey, Will. He's obviously not an easy quarterback to blitz because of his mobility. What did you think about your effectiveness coming through on the times where you did to get a pass rush through blitzes?
I thought we had some pretty good blitzes dialed up, good play calling by the coaches, and then good execution by the D-line and outside linebackers. And there's a couple times where I was able to come free.
Did you feel like you had a safety for a moment?
It was close. I wish they would have called it a safety, but it is what it is.
Got two more here for Will. Kevin Suits, Channel 1011.
Hey, Will, you talked about playing in the empty stadium this past week in Ohio. now you get to do it this week at home. What do you expect that experience to be like? Going through your regular home procedures, but then once you get to the stadium, nobody's going to be there.
It'll definitely be a little bit different. It's not going to be the same without all the fans. That's what makes Nebraska really special. But I think it's still, at the end of the day, it's football. It's what we love to do. So we got to bring our own energy like we did last week and just try to play like there's people in the stands.
And last one for Will, Omaha World Herald, Sam McEwen.
Hey, Will, thanks for doing this, man. Hey, so I know that you still have the same inside linebackers coach in Barrett Ruud, but you guys have added back Mike Dawson as an outside linebackers coach. And there's also an analyst in your room who was an NFL coach for a long time, and Bill McGovern. And I'm just curious what maybe Ruud and Dawson and having McGovern in the room has maybe helped you guys to improve as linebackers overall.
Yeah, I think Coach Dawson and Coach McGovern have definitely helped us take a next step. They've got a lot of experience both in the NFL and college football, and having those guys around, it's a little bit more detailed and they're on us a little bit harder, just trying to get us in our fits and doing the right things in pass coverage.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Will. We will be back with another player in a few minutes. Most guys were lifting here, so might be a couple minutes, but we'll have someone soon.